My people, it is a very painful thing to remember Asaba massacre. Asaba massacre, seeking healing. A lot of Nigerians don't know what happened. 7th October 1967, a lot of atrocities happened in the land of Asaba. Nigerian soldiers committed a lot of atrocities.
Anya mohona anya bianage say long the meeties. That is goodbye till we meet no more.
During Biafra war, Nigerian soldiers gathered all the male child and adults in Asaba and massacred them all. They killed many people. They killed both adults, all the male child for inside Asaba.
1970. Anya biaka ije zutande aya Nigeria. Bia bulegu. Anya mara no bo a game of death ka iba n'imia.
In remembrance of Asaba massacre, on the 7th October 2022, we be sit at home in entire Biafra land. On that day, it is expected that all schools, all markets, all churches, all banks will shut down for the remembrance of Asaba massacre. Anybody where hear my voice, making talk to him brother, making talk to his sister, making one in children, making one everybody, where they close to them. This order is coming from Biafra spokesperson Simon Ekpa. Asina nti adahari he ebubisi ise soroya intiminsi. Any ear, when they hear word, as they cut head, and so they go cut ear full.
They open fire. Where will you go? Machine gun, Gahube our people. And they were slaughtered in thousands.
Onye naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.
Plausible argument that democracy began in Igbo land.
Igbo land, a white man. Democracy, the world knows today, started in Igbo land. The whole world over. A white man, an American doing his research. I don't know who has this clip, and I want to post it on my page. Democracy started where in Igbo land? Now, do you see the reason why I tell that we are the oldest people on this earth? And if you don't have the grace of God, you cannot write. You cannot read and write. A white man doing research in America. This is why CNN will not carry our news. If you're wondering why BBC won't carry it, this is it. Because the white man understands what Biafra means. Blacks in Africa don't know. They don't know the purpose of God in their lives. They have no idea. You see, the Yoruba see Biafra as something there to be fought. Let's fight it. They are fighting Biafra out of ignorance. This man did his research and said what our ancestors were able to do 5,000 years ago. Now, today, we cannot do it. The first written constitution in the whole world, Igbo land. The first organized government in the world, Igbo land. There are two people that God controlled from heaven. The Israelites and those that he sent to Biafra land. Only two. The Israelites revolted and said, give us a king so we can be like other nations. And Chukwu carried them and gave them Saul. Do you know the funniest thing? The Igbo race never asked for a king. Instead, they named their children Chibueze, that God is king. That is why if you come out in Biafra land in those days, I say Igbo land as an example because they're the ones maintaining it, and you say to somebody you're a king, they'll tell you to go and be a king to your wife and your children. Igbo and I beg it. Now you understand how special we are. Now you understand why I fight for Biafra to be free. And I want my Yoruba brethren to understand, once Biafra is free, you're also very free. You'll be very rich, I assure you. Because it's a blessing from God in heaven, not man. And this is what the British never wanted you to know. They don't want you to know this, never. Because they want us to be saying it. And being a black man from Africa, if you're saying it, people won't believe you. The British saw this. That was why they said we must amalgamate them. They found Nnamdi Azikiwe, and Nnamdi Azikiwe was a willing tool of the devil. And he agreed. Mazen Bono Jike wanted him, he said no. I'll play it again so you hear how special you are. I want you to understand how special. Some of you don't know why we fight for Biafra. This is the reason why. We are the oldest of the oldest, the very ancient people. When I tell you that Igbo language is what they speak in heaven, you're doubting me. That is what they speak in heaven. The angels address God Almighty in Igbo language. This is the reason why the oldest civilization on this earth is in Igbo land, the center of the whole world. Let's listen to this man once again.
I hope you have heard from Mazi Nandiga. His messages are always gospel. All you need to know is to pay attention. I always advise people in each program I do to take your time, go back and visit all the messages that Mazi Nandiga have left for you and I. If you are paying attention, you will be deceived. Now you know why we are doing what we are doing. You know why it is mandatory that we must fight for our freedom. Because we are the children of Chukwu Kabiam. We are kings, princes, queens. We are not slaves and can never ever be slaves. And Biafrans, we know who we are. That is why we are fighting to free ourselves from this captivity. Even our enemy that are holding us, the British, they know whom we are. They know better than you do. But it is so sad that our own people are the people who are not paying attention. They are the people who are not paying attention. But what are we going to do? Are we going to stop? We can't stop. That is always the case. You can never expect 100% support from anywhere. Even during the time of the Israelites, some of them were against them. When Moses was taking Israelites from Pharaoh, from Egypt, back to the promised land, they revolted. So many of them revolted. But you remember what happened? Every single one of them that revolted and talked bad against Moses was not able to enter the promised land. Most of them, almost all of them, perished in the desert. Those of them who never believed in that land, those of them who never believed that the Israelites would enter the promised land, who doubted, they saw the promised land, but they could not step into it. It is playing out again. You had Mazi Nandiga saying it verbatim, in black and white, that the only two people that Chukwu have led, only two people that Chukwu have led, the Israelites and those who migrated from there to Biafra land. The Israelites and people who migrated to Biafra, these are the people that Chukwu led by himself. Even along the line, the Israelites asked for a king, they were given Saul. But those of them who migrated into Biafra land never asked for a king. They never asked for a king. Because Chukwu is their king and they recognize it. That is why even in our names, you will always praise Chukwu. In everything we do, in our names, in the way we operate, the way we do things, Chukwu is always in it. The children of Chukwu. This is what the enemy has seen that they cannot be able to comprehend. That is why they doubt. The more they try to oppress them and suppress them, they are still growing. With all the attack in this original republic, with all the marginalization, with all the killings, yet the Biafrans are holding the economy in the Soldier Republic. With all the attack, the Biafrans are still holding the economy. They are still the fowl that is laying the golden egg because they are blessed by Chukwu Kabiam. And the enemy can't understand it. They can't comprehend it. That is why it is necessary that we have to get out of this Zulka problem to grow our own speed and worship Chukwu Kabiam in truth and in spirit. You see, Mazen Nandekano, each time he comes to his broadcast, he will tell you that he doesn't worship idol. And I believe him. And if you are a Biafran, you must not worship idol. If you're an idol worshiper, you can't be a true Biafran. And this is why the Department of Saboteur have failed. Because most of the members of the Department of Saboteurs, they don't worship Chukwu Kabiama. They have other gods they are worshiping. They don't worship Chukwu Kabiama. Go and listen to them what they say and how they behave. Go and listen to them how they behave. Some of them cannot even play the prayer of Mazen Nandekano on their broadcast. Some of them, after playing the prayer, they will pray another prayer on it. Mazen Nandekano, since we have known him, he has started broadcasting. He has never applied any fetish in his prayers. Mazen Nandekano has never applied any fetish thing in his prayer, and he warns seriously about that. Mazen Nandekano has never encouraged worshiping of other gods. He says it in every of his broadcasts that he doesn't worship idol. When he prays to Chukwu Kabiama, the supreme God, the omnipotent, omniscient, omniscient, the unchangeable changer, one and only true God. That is whom he prayed to, and no one else. If you have any other God you are worshiping, in this critical time that we are in, this is time to drop it, because you're not going to make it to Biafra. If you have another God that you are worshiping, if you have another God that you lay your hope apart from Chukwu Kabiama, you can't make it to Biafra. Because what we are fighting for is a holy land. A land where Chukwu Kabiama will be worshipped in truth and in spirit. Mazen Nandekano said it openly without any apology to anybody. As we are saying it, let me tell you, it is not as saying that somebody is going to stop you from whatever you feel you want to believe in. It's your own choice. But let me tell you, the nation we are going for is a nation where Chukwu Kabiama will be worshipped in truth and in spirit. It's not in a nation where you worship idol. But if you feel that you're going to carry your idol worship to Biafra, prepare yourself to fight the gods. Prepare yourself to engage Chukwu Kabiama, because the struggle that you are in, as long as you are a member of IPOB, you are following the footsteps of Mazen Nandekano, fighting for Biafra. Mazen Nandekano is not an idol worshipper, and he doesn't support idol worshiping. And Chukwu Kabiama told him in black and white, I am going to give you a nation where I will be worshipped, not in a place you worship idol. Just like the Israelites, those who did the idol worship with the Israelites, did they make it to the promised land? They never made it to the promised land. All those that doubted never made it to the promised land. They saw the promised land, but they couldn't enter it. They didn't make it. The same scenario is going to play out again. History will always repeat itself if you're not careful. That is why it is very important that we push you back and take you back to history, where we are coming from, for you to know what you are doing, and be very careful. Be very, very careful. Mind who you listen to. Mind the message you are taking into yourself. Mind the kind of every single message you hear, go and verify. Let me tell you, there is no new thing we are telling you that Mazen Nandekano have not said. That every broadcaster talking about Biafra, every genuine Biafra agitator, will not tell you anything new from what Mazen Nandekano have been saying all this while. Go and check every broadcaster of Mazen Simon Ekpa. Mazen Simon Ekpa is building completely on the foundation of Mazen Nandekano. He has never said anything different from what Mazen Nandekano has been saying. That is why when I see people attacking Simon Ekpa, I laugh. The easiest way to know people who are against Biafra, the easiest way to know somebody that is against Biafra struggle, is when you see somebody fighting against Simon Ekpa. That is how you know people who are fighting against Biafra. It's either they are doing it ignorantly, Is either they are doing it enviously or they are doing it intentionally to stop Biafra. These are the three categories of people. Some of them are ignorant. They are very, very ignorant that they are doing it, maybe because of their friend, because of their benefactor, because of their selfish interest. They will be doing it. Some out of envy and jealousy. Out of envy and jealousy. Why would it be Simon Eber? Why would Simon Eber be the Joshua? Why would Simon Eber be the person that will be used? They were thinking it, they were the people. But when the door was open for people to come forth, you never came for, you never prepared yourself for the day. Mazin Nandekano organized 150 days prayer for us to prepare for the day that we're in. You never joined, you never prayed. Those who prepare themselves, those who were born for the mission, were available. You can't handle it. Jealousy and envy is making you to fight against the project of Chukwu Kabia. You will not see Biafra. You must see Biafra, but you cannot walk into it. Nobody's going to kill you. Chukwu Kabia, he is the one doing the filtering. He is the one separating the wheat from the chaff. He is the one doing the separation. It's not someone else, but neither is it me or anybody. Chukwu Kabia is doing the separation by himself. The earlier you know it, the better for you. And those ones who do not want to see Biafra, there are those ones who Satan have used to fight against Biafra. Both countries who are fighting against Biafra, every one of them will be decimated. Some of them have said over their dead body, and you see them going. You see them, it doesn't matter if you go at your old age or you go at any time, you must die off, and because that appointed time have come. That appointed time has come. Those ones that said over their dead body will Biafra come. Go and check their situation. The appointed time has come. It has been announced. Mazin Nandekano talked about 2023 for a very long time. And today, here are we. The spokesperson of Biafra, whom Mazin Nandekano have anointed. Today, he said in 2023 we are going. And Chukwu Kabema ticked it good. Biafrans ticked it good. And you think you can fight it. You say, instead of it to come from him, let it not come. Who are you to say, let Biafra not come? Who are you? Who are you to stop the movement of Chukwu Kabia? If you're there, I'm not going to tell you what is going to happen to you. I'm not going to tell you what is going to happen to you. I think the spokesperson of Biafra will tell you what happened to you.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
You had it. You had it. If you stand on the way of the Biafran freedom, we are going to crush you. We are going to crush you. Get it straight. You stand in the way of Biafran people, we are going to crush you. Nothing can stop us from going home. Nothing. The liberation of Biafra have been activated fully. It has been activated fully. And today, it is happening in Biafra land. Water everywhere. Water everywhere. And it will continue to happen until Biafra comes. And as for those who want to sacrifice their life, and for those who want to be used as sacrifice by the Zoological Republic, it's up to you. On the 7th, we are going to remember those who died in Asaba massacre. I have always said it. Go and check. Why did those people die? Why did those people fall victim of such kind of death? A death where they were not fighting, not in the war front. Go and find out. Why were those people victim of Asaba massacre? Don't allow another Asaba massacre to happen. Do not allow history to repeat itself. We are going to remember them on the 7th. They will be remembered on the 7th. And I want you to pay attention. Ask yourself a question. Why did they get 4 victims? As their brothers were defending the crown, as their brothers were defending the borders, they raised their hand for one Nigeria. They wanted to play neutral. But the Fulani Caliphate, the Janjaweed, you know you better than you know yourself. The children of the devil have nothing to do with children of Kukabiama. You are a threat to them. It doesn't matter whether you join them, you eat with them, you follow them, they sponsor you, sponsor them. You are a threat. They see you as a threat. As long as you see a Biafra, they see you as a threat. And the more you continue to play neutral, you are exposing yourself to danger. Pray that you are not one of the victims of another Asaba massacre.
Shame, my people. It is a very painful thing to remember Asaba massacre. Asaba massacre, seeking healing. A lot of Nigerians don't know what happened. 7th October 1967, a lot of atrocities happened in the land of Asaba. Nigerian soldiers committed a lot of atrocities.
That is goodbye till we meet no more.
During Biafra war, Nigerian soldiers gathered all the male child and adults in Asaba and massacred them all. They killed many people. They killed both to adults, all the male child for inside Asaba.
1970. Anya bia ka ije zuta ndi aya Nigeria. Bia bulegwu. Anya mara na obo a game of death ka iba n'ime ya.
In remembrance of Asaba massacre, on the 7th October 2022, we be sit at home in entire Biafra land. On that day, it is expected that all schools, all markets, all churches, all banks will shut down for the remembrance of Asaba massacre. Anybody will hear my voice making talk to a brother, making talk to a sister, making one in children, making one everybody, where they close to them. This order is coming from Biafra spokesperson Simon Epa. Asina nti adahan wihe ebubisi ise soloya intiminsi. Any ear, when they hear word, as they cut head in, as when they go cut ear, full
They open fire. Where will you go? Machine gun, Gahube our people. And they were slaughtered in thousands.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.